Muscle cars that outsold the competition and why. Welcome back to Vintage Wheels Chronicles. Today, we're diving into muscle cars that didn't just dominate the streets. They dominated the sales charts. These legends sold like crazy. And today, we're breaking down why they were so popular. Let's roll. 1. 1965. Pontiac GTO. The 1965 Pontiac GTO didn't invent the muscle car, but it sure made it famous. Nicknamed the GOAT, this car ignited a fire in the hearts of young drivers everywhere. Under the hood was a 389 cubic inch V8 with up to 360 horsepower. Pure street muscle. What really made it hot was its affordability. Big power for a small price. The GTO offered 3 carburetors, a 4-speed manual, and a throaty exhaust that roared with attitude. Its clean styling, stacked headlights, and hood scoop gave it a menacing look. But what sold it wasn't just looks. It was marketing genius. Pontiac promoted it as a rebellious choice, something your parents didn't want you to have. And young buyers ate it up. Sales jumped from 32,000 in 1964 to over 75,000 in 1965. A staggering success. The GTO became a pop culture icon, featured in songs, posters, and dreams. It had that perfect blend of performance, price, and cool factor. Even the name, Gran Turismo Omologato, sounded exotic and fast. The 1965 model added power brakes, rally gauges, and bucket seats for comfort and control. Dealers couldn't keep them on the lot. They were flying off faster than Pontiac could build them. It became the gold standard for other muscle cars to follow. The car had personality, and it made owners feel like kings of the road. It appealed to both gearheads and style-conscious drivers. This wasn't just a muscle car. It was a movement. The GTO didn't just outsell rivals. It changed the industry forever. 2. 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. Next up is the beast that broke necks and broke records. The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. This car wasn't just a bestseller. It was a straight-up icon of power. Its 454 cubic inch LS6 V8 produced a jaw-dropping 450 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful muscle cars ever. It looked aggressive, too, with cowl induction hoods, racing stripes, and SS badging. Chevrolet made it easy to fall in love. It had the looks, the speed, and the growl. The car came with heavy-duty suspension, disc brakes, and a beefy rear axle to handle all that power. And it wasn't all about drag racing. This car was refined for cruising, too. You could order it with bucket seats, a center console, and even air conditioning. Buyers loved that it could be both a street monster and a family car. The Chevelle SS was part of a strong Chevy lineup that had wide dealer reach, meaning you could find one almost anywhere. That helped sales soar past 60,000 units in 1970 alone. The model struck the perfect balance between affordability and dominance. It became the dream car for many, and posters of it covered bedroom walls across America. Even now, collectors drool over matching numbers LS6 Chevelles. Its reputation has only grown with time, but back in 1970, it was the undisputed king of the streets. Chevy's performance image was built around this car. It brought together performance and popularity like no other. It was a car that didn't just win races, it won hearts. And it outsold the competition because it gave buyers exactly what they wanted. Muscle without compromise. 3. 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback. You can't talk about best-selling muscle without mentioning the Ford Mustang, especially the 1967 Fastback. The Mustang was already a hit when it launched in '64, but by '67, it was becoming more muscular and aggressive. The fastback body style gave it that unmistakable performance silhouette. Under the hood, you had options, from a 289 V8 to the powerful 390 cubic inch big block. The GT packages added dual exhausts, fog lights, and performance suspension. Ford wasn't just selling a car, they were selling a lifestyle. The Mustang was your car, your way, with hundreds of configurations to suit every buyer. Sales in 1967 hit over 470,000 units, with the Fastback alone selling over 71,000. It wasn't the fastest on the drag strip, but it was the most aspirational. It looked like a race car, but was still affordable and practical. The styling was aggressive, with that sloped roof, long hood, and short deck. It had presence, pulling into a drive-in with a Mustang Fastback turned heads. And movies like Bullitt, featuring Steve McQueen, only made it cooler. The Mustang became more than a car. It was a cultural icon. It wasn't the most powerful, but it outsold everything in its class. Why? Because it gave you power, style, and identity. Ford had nailed the formula. Sporty looks, plus performance, plus personalization equals sales success. The 1967 model is still one of the most beloved Mustangs ever built, and it helped Ford maintain dominance in the pony car war. It outsold the Camaro, the Barracuda, and the Javelin, and made sure the Mustang name would live on forever. It also marked the first year the Mustang received serious structural upgrades to handle more power. The interior featured new safety features like a collapsible steering column and optional shoulder belts, a sign of changing times. Buyers loved the mix of performance and comfort, especially with available features like air conditioning and an AM/FM radio. The Mustang was a car you could take to work during the week and to the drag strip on the weekend. The handling wasn't perfect, but it was fun, light, responsive, and full of personality. Mustang clubs were popping up all over America, and enthusiasts began modifying their fastbacks almost immediately. It inspired a wave of competitors, but none could match the Mustang's blend of style, price, and cultural impact. Even today, the '67 Fastback is one of the most sought-after classic Mustangs for restorers and collectors alike. Its value has skyrocketed, especially for GT or big block versions in good condition. Simply put, the 1967 Mustang Fastback didn't just win the sales war, it won America's heart. These muscle cars weren't just fast. They were phenomena. They ruled the roads and the showroom floors. When muscle met mass appeal, legends were born. If you enjoyed this ride through muscle car history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Vintage Wheels Chronicles for more roaring content every week. Hit that bell so you never miss a burnout.